Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Ty and this is Ty the Space. In today's video, I'll be talking about this. Now, this is a light bulb camera. Essentially uses the same E27 style as any regular bulb. This makes it super easy to install. Well, you can only install it in places where you have a light bulb like here, 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 and even here. However, you're not limited to just the E27 style socket. You can actually use an adapter that is actually provided with this light bulb camera. All you gotta do is you take the adapter, you put it in there, and you can plug that into any receptacle. And it can pan for 355 degrees as well. Now that's pretty cool because I can actually turn it all around. When you couple it with another feature called the auto tracking, you can essentially set it up such that once it identifies an object or a subject, it can actually track that object throughout that 355 degrees pan view. Now this feature is very amazing. I really do love it. However, look at it right there. I do have auto tracking enabled. I put my face in there as well. It doesn't really work all of the time. In all of my testing, I've actually found it to only work about 60% of the time. Now that's very disappointing and it's a major drawback. Now that is a minor frustration considering the fact that this thing actually costs only $30 and you can even pick it up when it's on sale for even much cheaper than that. It also adds the two-way talk, so essentially you can have a conversation with somebody on the other side of this camera. It has infrared, so this makes it actually amazing at night time, which means you can actually still identify objects, people, and persons at night. Coupled with that, it also comes with a night light. On the very top of the camera, there are like tiny little LED white lights. You can actually trigger it or you can set up automation such that when it determines or detects some motion, the light will come on. And you can customize it to stay on for as long as you want it to be. You can also tweak or adjust the sensitivity level on this camera. There's one big feature that I don't see with this camera is the fact that you can actually set up a zone like you would with most modern day camera. So you can actually set up a customized zones that it should only track. So anything in its field of vision is all it's gonna track. However, the camera is equipped with a memory card slot. Now, a lot of cameras and phones are starting to remove this memory card slot, which means we are being forced as users to actually move all of our storage to the cloud. And with cloud means that you have to pay for cloud subscription cost. Now this is perpetually a never-ending cost and I hate the fact that I am being forced to do that. But the fact that this camera actually comes with a memory card slot, you can actually put in a memory card between 32 gig and up to 128 gig. So you don't have to pay for cloud storage. However, if you prefer or you like the cloud storage and like to pay money to people, they also offer the cloud storage option as well. But I personally wouldn't recommend it because their server lives somewhere in China and I don't trust that. I mean, I personally would not put this camera inside of my house. I'll probably have it only in exterior spaces because it is actually an outdoor camera, but I wouldn't put it indoors because it is a Chinese company as well, so I don't trust it. Now, setting this thing up was actually a pain in the butt for me because essentially this thing requires you to use a QR code on your phone and place it in front of the lens of the camera. Now, this was a very tedious process. I ended up having to try it in multiple locations. I tried it in my bathroom, outdoors. Eventually, I just plugged it in a receptacle inside of my home. Then I put my phone on the ground and just kind of let it sit there for a while. Eventually, it did connect. Now, that is the most annoying thing about this camera. Other than that, I think everything else is actually quite amazing with this camera. But for the price point, the camera is actually very versatile. And for $30, you can actually install it inside of any E27 receptacle or socket. But it means you lose your bulb because this thing doesn't actually provide the feature of a bulb, which is basically lighting up a space. So I think it makes it ideal for those exterior entryway locations where you pretty much don't even have the bulb turned on anyways. There we go. It's able to track me after almost 4 or 5 minutes of me moving and constantly moving. It actually did move. Hello there. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Okay, now it's starting to track me now. But like I said, it works some of the time, but not all of the time. So I wouldn't put 100% trust in the camera. However, for me, I wouldn't be subscribing to this camera, mainly because of the fact that this thing doesn't actually support Apple HomeKit. I am currently using Apple HomeKit as my primary home setup for now, and Google and Amazon are my secondary. Now, although the camera supports Amazon and Google, so if you're in any of those ecosystems, I think this camera is actually fantastic. But if you're in Apple, yeah, you're out of luck on this one. But there are lots of other options out there that you can actually subscribe to if you are an Apple HomeKit user. That pretty much concludes my review of this light bulb, and I hope it's been very useful. If you have questions, leave it down in the comment section and I will be happy to answer questions to the best of my knowledge. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.